Thank you. My deep regards and I bow down to Patriji. Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, Himangi, for giving me the opportunity. Friends, I would like to. So, my topic today is meditation and manifestation. How is meditation related to manifestation? And how through meditation we can manifest all our dreams, all our desires, all our aspirations. Uh, so, so I'll just start by sharing how my journey started in meditation. So, 1996, my father had passed away, and I was going through a state of depression. And then uh, I was detected after 6 months. I was detected of chest TB, and that was a very low moment for me. And that was a time where I really needed help. I really needed. I completely surrendered to God, and I said, God, I need help. I don't know how to go on my life like this, because I was only 19 years old, and my younger brother who was 11 years younger to me was only 8 years. Uh, my mother was just 41, and so it was a lot of responsibilities ahead of me. So I really surrendered to God, and I said I needed help. And that was that moment when the same day evening my sister called me up and told me that one meditation teacher, his name is Brahmashi Patriji, is coming to Bombay, and he's going to Hong Kong after 2 days. So can he stay with you? So that was the divine intervention. So that's how. I had shown to the doctor that TB was there, and I started taking medicines. And next day, Brahmashi Patriji, when he came to Bombay, when he stayed with me, so that is, I told him about my journey. I told him about how my father passed away. I'm in a state of depression. I have a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of insecurity. I have a lot of fear. And so he told me, and then he saw me taking medicines. And I told him, sir, I got TB. So he told me, your medicine, by taking your medicine, you are shutting the fire alarm. Whereas your real fire is your grief, and the grief of your loss of your father, and that fire will continue. So if you suppress TB, then something else will come up, but you will never emotionally heal yourself. So first thing, what is important is your emotional healing. So that's how first time. Then I said, I mean, my family was always into religion, and I used to do a lot of puja and all those things. So so he said, only the. Then I asked, sir, how, if I have to heal myself, how do I do that? I don't know. So he said, that is where meditation comes in, and that is why I am here today. And so that's how first time I did meditation with him. He was playing flute. I was sitting alone, and I did meditation for 40 minutes. And I felt extremely peaceful and relaxed after meditation. During the meditation, I felt strong energy flowing into my chest. And as soon as after 40 minutes, when I opened eyes, I felt so relaxed, as if I've taken a bath after 6 months. It was such a relaxed feeling. That feeling I had totally forgotten, because those 6 months were full of anxiety, a lot of emotional stress. And so it was a very profound, very amazing feeling for me. So that's how my first experience of meditation was, and that's how my journey started. And then Patriji told me that if you practice, you don't need to go to any doctor, you don't need to take any medicine. If you meditate for 40 days continuously, you can heal your TB completely. And since my experience of first meditation was so good, and I was feeling so relaxed, in that moment I was totally, I really agreed with his idea, and I said, let me give my best, and let me meditate for 40 days, and let me heal myself. And my whole purpose of meditation was, how do I heal myself of my TB? And that's how my journey started. And then I started doing meditation every day. And then over a period of time, I realized that I was doing for 2 hours, 3 hours. I got so addicted to meditation. I was enjoying it so much. The feeling was so good, because anyways, socially I was so disconnected from the world. I was anyways being at home most of the time. So I had all the time. So I was doing meditation for even 6 hours, doing in intervals, but doing in a daytime. So that's how my journey started. And after 1 month, when I was due for my chest X-ray, I got my X-ray done, and the doctor was very shocked. He was very surprised that my TB was completely gone. So that was how my journey started. And he asked me, okay, are you taking medicine? I said, yes, I am taking, though I had stopped medicine completely from the day I met Patriji. And he said, continue your course for next 8 months, otherwise TB can relapse. I said, okay, I'll continue. And that's how I left. Yeah. So that's how my journey started. And that, again, that moment was such a humbling moment for me. And so also self empowering that I really could. It was such a big revelation that, oh, I healed my TV myself. I, I, I really surrendered to God again. And I said, in this lifetime, if such a simple trick of just observing the breath can actually heal myself. So in this lifetime, I want to teach people. I want to spread this meditation. I want to go back to Patriji and take his help in how to spread meditation to the whole world. That's how my journey started. And then over a period of time, I realized that my TV was gone, but then I was very happy. I got back again to my business, to my social life, and then a lot of miraculous things started happening. Whatever I was thinking, I was able to manifest. And but then over a period of time, I realized that a lot of things I wanted to manifest, but I was not able to manifest. I was trying very hard to do visualization, to do creative visualization, with the for the books which I read. That, but still, I was not able to manifest. My research started. If manifestation is a science, if meditation is a science and manifestation is a science, then why I am not able to manifest every time? Why few things I am able to manifest and few things I'm trying so hard, but I'm still not able to manifest. And then I got my answer when I was doing a lot of research. Then I got my answers in quantum science, where which is about the science of vibration, science of energy, and understanding that the whole world is just energy and vibrations. And when I understood that, and I did attended a lot of masters workshops and a lot of their teachings, like a lot of quantum physicists I read, and then I could understand exactly in depth how how uh, how the science of manifestation really works. So that is how my journey started. And today, what I'm going to share in whatever time we have is is my understanding, my learnings of that, and yeah. So of how manifestation really works. What is the science behind manifestation? So we all have heard about, think positive, think positive. We all have so many times tried to practice thinking positive, but it has not worked. A lot of times you think positive, but any challenging situation happens into your life, and you again go back into the negative thinking pattern. So a lot of times, what happens? We are thinking abundance, but we are feeling lack. We are thinking good health, but we are feeling broken, or we are feeling sick inside. Or you want to feel a great relationship, maybe with your loved ones, maybe with your husband or wife, but inside you're feeling hurt, you're feeling broken. So what happens is we have around 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. And 90% of those thoughts are coming from our past. And those thoughts are actually coming from a subconscious mind. So what happens is over a period of time, since our childhood, from our birth, between our social, as we are socially with the social upbringing, with our friends, our trends, our mothers, our fathers, our teachers, our preachers, all whatever we have learned, it has become very conditioned and hardwired into our brain, into through a religion. It has all become very conditioned and hardwired into our brain. It has become a belief system. So most of the time, and whatever challenges we have faced into our lives, and we have formed our belief system with those challenges, and now we are operating from that subconscious mind, from that hardwired belief system, from the hardwired programs. And that's why when any challenges come into our life, any adversity come into our life, your body just your body reacts. You want to think positive, you want to think the better outcome, you want to think the best results, you want to take the right actions, but your body just responds, your body just feel negative. If say somebody bangs your car on the road, all of a sudden you understand that, okay, it might be his mistake, he didn't do it by purpose. You understand it logically, but at that time your body is just in a phase of anger or rage, and your body, and then your body will sponsor the thought which will correspond to those emotions, and then you will shout, you will be angry, and this is how we live our life. So what is happening? It is our body which is feeling. So all these feelings over the period of years of time is stored in our body. So what happens over a period of time, your creative mind is only 5%. What you want to create, we say we have a free will, but actually the thoughts which is corresponding to our free will is only 5%. Our creative thoughts, our thoughts of abundance, good health, good relationship, our thoughts of good job, it's only 5%. 95% of thoughts are coming from a subconscious mind, from our body, through our feelings. So the thoughts are the language of the body, the thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. So to really make a change, you have to first work on our feelings, because the universe works on law of attraction. So thoughts are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body. So thoughts sends the signal out and feelings draw the event back. So basically, it is the feelings which is attracting what you want in your life. Feelings are like a magnet. In fact, even the thoughts are traveling on the frequency of the emotions. So even though we cannot see that vibration, we cannot see that frequency, but that does not mean it's not there. It is very much there. So like a mobile phone, we cannot see the frequency, the radio waves or the waves of a 2G wave, 3G wave, 4G wave. But even though we cannot see, but it is there. Every time you think a thought, when you think neurologically and feel chemically, you broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, and then you draw that event into your life. So more than thinking positive, what is biggest important is feeling positive, because it is the feeling, it is feelings which attract things into your life. So we have to learn how to marry your thoughts, your positive thoughts with those elevated emotions, with those positive feelings. Only then we can manifest what we want in us. So your feelings are equal to prayers. Whatever you are feeling is that means that is what you are praying for. So the feelings are equal to prayer. Whatever you are feeling is exactly that's what you are looking for. So now, your worry is actually, when you worry, your worry is increasing the probability of what you do not want, because when you worry, you are giving energy to the worst outcome. Your focus is, oh, what worse can happen, and that's why you are worried about it, and then that increases the probability of actually manifesting that. Wherever your thought goes, your energy flows. Wherever you place your attention, you place your energy. So whatever you focus on, it expands. So by being selective of your focus, you feed that energy to that thing. So like for example, I'll give you an example, like say husband and wife. Suppose your wife has hurt you sometime in the past, or sometime you had so even though your wife is good now in the present moment, but you always think of the past. Oh, she did this to me, she did this to me, or the husband did this to me, and your attention is always on the past. So even though, and then you create more of those situations into your life, and even though you might be even though you might be good to him or her, but because every time your attention is always on the past things and the past memories, even though it is not practically happening now, but because of your attention, now you will draw more of those events into your life just by focusing your attention. So the energy is the currency of the universe. When you pay attention to something, you buy that experience. When you pay attention to something, you buy that experience. So basically, whatever is happening in your life is your own creation. Physical world, whatever is only mirroring, is only the reflection of your inner self. And that's why meditation is so important, because only through meditation you can actually transcend your feelings, all your feelings of fear, all your survival based emotions like fear, anger, hurt, guilt, shame, lack of self-worth. Once you start meditating, once you observe the breath and make your mind empty, slowly all these feelings will get washed away. So somebody asked Buddha, what have you gotten with meditation? He said, no, I've not gotten anything. What have you found with meditation? He said, I have not found anything. I've only lost everything. So what have you lost? So I lost my anger, I lost my fear, I lost my fear of death, I lost my shame, I lost my guilt, I lost my anguish, I lost all these negative emotions, I lost everything by meditation. So that's why meditation is so important. And when I lost everything, then Buddha says, when I lost everything, I found my true self. I found my inner self. I connected to my source, which is pure love, joy, happiness, abundance, oneness. So friends, this is the science of meditation. Once you drop all these emotions, which happens with meditation very naturally, you transcend your feelings in your heart. And as we know that now that the universe works on law of attraction, is what you feel is what you attract in your life. And now when you transcend that feeling, that is how your life starts changing. So what happens is when you change your feelings, then whatever you're thinking, your even thought pattern changes, because when you're in that happy state of mind, it will only sponsor the thoughts which corresponds to those feelings, and then you make the choices according to those thoughts, according to those emotions. If you're in a state of anger, then you will make the choices which is corresponding to that emotion. But if you're in a state of love, peace, then you will have the thoughts completely corresponding to that emotion. Right. So that's why meditation is important. When you are into meditation, when you transcend that feelings, then you are always taking the right choice, always taking the right actions. And when you make the right choices, the right actions, and you're also and also you get a lot of clarity of thoughts. And when you have a lot of clarity of thought, when you are making the right choices, your right things, you understand your purpose of life, and then you choose your actions in alignment with your purpose of life, including your job, including your relationships. Everything becomes very purposeful and meaningful. And you're in your high vibrational state, when you're in and then whatever action you take from that state, the whole universe will conspire, the whole universe will align to make that happen for you, to make that manifestation come true for you. That's why, friends, meditation is really important. It is like a reserve bank. It is the key to the reserve bank. It's the key to the inner treasure. Through meditation, we can learn, and that reserve bank is pure positive energy. So it is the best technique to go and tap into your own bank and draw that energy from that source. Everything what we do in our life is actually for an emotional payoff. So if you want to buy a good car or a good house, or you want to go on a good holiday, so everything you because you know if you do this you will feel happy. It's for an emotional payoff. Now, through meditation, the same emotional payoff you can get independent of the external situation, whether we have manifested that in our physical reality or not. Through meditation, we can get the same emotional payoff without any external stimulus. And when things change inside of you, then things change around you, because what you feel is what you attract in your life, and this is the law. And with over a period of time, with the practice of meditation, slowly, your happiness will become your state of being, and then your state of being is your personality, and your personality creates a personal reality. Then over a period of time, with the practice, then your condition outside will not determine your emotion. Your feelings, your emotion will determine your condition, because then you understand that life is not happening to us, life is happening from us. So whatever you want in our life, whether you want a good car, or you want a good house, or a good relationship, whatever we want in our life, you have to first understand that, first practice the emotion. What if you already got that thing? How would you feel? If you want a great job, if I get that job, will I feel the freedom? Will I feel security? So practice the feeling of that emotion first. When you're in a state of deep meditation, at that time you're already in a good state of feeling, and then when you visualize what you want in your life and feel that emotion as if it has already happened, as if it is already manifested. You're not thinking ki arey ye hoega. You already feel that it has already happened, and match that thought with that elevated emotion. Then you draw that into your life. Then you attract that event into your life. Then that event will find you. So that's why the real challenge is not about what you want in your life. You get what you are, not what you want. Once you change your vibrational state, once you change your emotional being to match the vibration of what you want, then to calibrate with the vibration of what you want, then you will then that situation, that thing will find you. Then the event, you will draw that event into your life. Because what you want, whatever you want in your life, has a vibrational signature. It has an electromagnetic field, and so our job is to match our electromagnetic field to match with that electromagnetic field. And when we do that, then it's like a magnet. Then you draw that into your life, and it manifests into your physical reality. And then maintain that modified state, maintain that emotion on a continuous basis. Anytime you feel now during that state of the day where when you are facing the life challenges, that you have lost that emotion, you have lost that feeling, again take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, again center yourself, observe your breath, and again go back to those emotions, go back to that feeling. During the course of the day, it is very important to maintain that modified state of mind, into that modified state of emotions. And the more conscious you become of your unconscious thoughts and patterns, the less unconscious you will go during the course of the day. Somebody asked Buddha, "Are you enlightened?" He said, "No, I am aware." So meditation is about awareness. Meditation is, that's why we call it dhyan. Dhyan means awareness. So the purpose of meditation is also to be aware of every moment, every emotion, every thought. Live life with complete awareness. Not even a single thought, when you are able to know that not even a single thought which goes without your awareness. You're aware of every thought, every emotion. So when you want to manifest anything in your life, first practice the emotion of that manifestation. How if you have already manifested it, how will it that feel to you, as if it's already happened? How will that feel to you? And practice that emotion first, and then you draw that event into your life. Then it will become very easy for you to manifest that. So you have to learn to teach your body emotionally how that future is going to feel like before it's made manifest. And when you learn how to practice that emotion for a sustained period of time, all of a sudden you will see that that thing has manifested. All the cooperative components of the world will get together, will conspire to bring that into your life. So your feelings are your internal guidance system. Always be aware of your feeling. What is my feeling saying? How am I feeling? Because your feeling are equal to prayer. What you feel is what you are going to manifest. So be always aware of that internal guidance system. It's like an internal antenna, which is going to tell you how your life is going to be, because as you feel is what you will get into your life. So you have to fall in love with that what you want. You have to fall it emotionally. That how when you fall in love with a girl, how it is so emotional, or with a guy, it is so emotional. You really feel it in every cell of your body. So when you want something, you have to feel the emotion as if it has already happened. How would you feel? It's so passionately you feel that emotion. Give your body that taste of the future. You have to be in romance with your future. And it doesn't mean if you cannot see it happening, or if doesn't see it, doesn't mean it's not happening. It's already at the quantum field, at the energy field, all the cooperative components are getting together to bring that into field. And once and it will come to you in a most unexpected way. Then it's like meditation, manifestation is like pregnancy. When a woman gets pregnant, the child does not come in the second day. It takes 9 months. It takes all the cooperative components to get together, and then all of a sudden, after 9 months, the child is born. So like that, it is your manifestation is also like that. As long as you maintain that emotional frequency, the vibrational frequency of what you want, all of a sudden that thing will come into your life. While for first few months you may not see it, but then all of a sudden it will come into your life. Always keep your focus on the solution, not on the problem, because wherever you place your attention, you place your energy. If your focus is on solution, you will solve the problem. If your focus is on problem, you'll amplify that problem. So there's a story of two wolves. A grandson asked his grandfather. A grandfather is telling a story to his grandson. In a heart lives two wolves. One wolf is very positive, very creative, very loving, very and another wolf is very angry, very is always always trying to hurt somebody, always trying to kill, and another wolf is full of hunger. So if there's a fight, so so one wolf represents those survival based emotions, and another wolf represents the creative based, the love based emotions, and the another wolf represents the fear based emotions. So if there's a fight, so, he's, so he asked the grandson, if there's a fight between the two wolves, which wolf will win? The answer is that the answer he gives is the one we feed. So the same way, whichever emotion you feed, wherever you place your attention, you place your energy. So whatever emotion you are going to feed more, that emotion will amplify, and then you will draw those situations more into the life which is in vibrational calibration with those emotions. And friends, meditation is the best technique, the most easy, simple technique, anapansati, to actually completely transcend your emotions and temporarily transform your emotions. So I encourage all of you to please meditate every day, and make a commitment to yourself. You will not get up from meditation unless you feel like a new person, unless you feel that feeling in your heart transforming into your really the transformation of feeling. You will not get up. So I just share one story. There's a man who had one statue, when Buddha statue in his house, and he used to it was a statue made of mud, but it was a statue of mud, but he polished it with gold. And because he used to feel so great, every time when people come into his house, they used to really appreciate, oh wow, you have a gold statue, you have a gold statue. So one day his grandfather lives in village, he came to visit his house. So when he saw the gold statue, the grandfather, it was an old family statue, so inherited from his grandfather. So when the grandfather saw it as a gold statue, he asked, when I left, I gave you the statue made of mud and clay. How come you have a gold statue now? So he said, no, grandfather, when my friends come, to fool them, to let them know that I am very rich, I am very wealthy, I put it on gold so that I get a lot of appreciation, and I create an impression in my society that I am really rich. So the grandfather started laughing. He said, idiot, when it is originally a gold statue, and when I gave it to you, I actually covered it by mud, and now you are polishing that mud thing, you are polishing further with gold. So friends, that is how our life is also. Our true treasure is actually within us, and we are trying to look for it outside. We are trying to find everything outside, but if you can feel, and as I told you, everything what we do is for emotional payoff. But if we know that the same emotional payoff we can get by connecting to our source within, then connecting to that fountain within, and once we then we don't need to look for anything outside. And when you learn to take from the source, then whatever you will do for everything else in your life, everything for others also, it will be very unconditional, because it is your cup which is overflowing with love, which is overflowing with joy. Then the life becomes celebration, life becomes joy, life becomes, your happiness will become your natural state. So because when your cup is full, when you feel so whole, then all you want is to give, rather than taking or getting something from outside. Then all you want is to give, to share, and that's how the journey changes. You turn to become life, rather than living a life from outside inside. You learn to live life from inside out. And but what happens is, but when you are living a life inside out, the universe will give you in the most unexpected ways, because the universe works with law of vibration. When you are vibrating at the highest frequency of pure love, pure joy, pure positivity, pure abundance, you will anyways draw those events into your life. So as within, so without, as above, so below.
Thank you so much for gracing this occasion.